Alex Ovechkin is returning to the Washington Capitals on a 1-year, $1 million extension to stay with the franchise. And it means so much to DC sports fans and sports fans around the world because who knows when he's going to retire. He might do it after this upcoming season. He might do it in 2 years. Who knows? But he still has a smile on his face. And yes, he's got the gray beard as well, but the smile really stands out to me. And other sports fans can agree with it when they have watched hockey. But his mentorship means so much to the Washington Capitals organization. And his joy for the game means so much for not just the Capitals organization, but for the sports world as a whole. Welcome back to the Good Sports Podcast. I am your host, Brady Masters, and we're going to get into what Alexander Ovechkin means to the Washington Capitals organization and what General Manager Chris Patrick did to get the security blanket in place for the future of this hockey club to create a bright future in DC. So first of all, Alexander Ovechkin is 40 years old. And he's entering his 21st season. And in his career, he has earned so many awards. He's spoken highly of players around the world, not just playing in hockey, but in other sports as well. Here's some of his accomplishments in his 20-year career. In 2006, he was awarded the Calder Memorial Trophy, and that goes to the player who is the Rookie of the Year. In 2008, 2009, and 2013, he won the Hart Trophy. And that trophy goes to the player who is the league MVP. In 2018, the first and only Stanley Cup that the Washington Capitals earned in their franchise's history, he won the Stanley Cup with that organization, and that was a tough, hard-fought series against the Vegas Golden Knights. They were very pesky, but the Washington Capitals were able to finally break through and get it done. And in that same year, Alexander Ovechkin won the Conn Smythe Trophy. He was the MVP of the Stanley Cup final, if you will. And then lastly, what stands out to me about those accomplishments is the Mark Messier Leadership Award. And that's what I want to talk about here in this segment with you all. Alexander Ovechkin is a mentor of the players coming into the league. He mentors other players around him. And he's got a great opportunity for the next couple seasons or so to mentor the players who are coming from the American Hockey League and also the players who got drafted by the Washington Capitals. And he gets to mentor those guys. He gets to share his wisdom and all of his experiences that he has been through and to share that with the next generation of young hockey players. That is incredible and so needed. Now, I will tell you what the Washington Capitals general manager Chris Patrick did. He provided a security blanket for the future of this franchise in case if Alexander Ovechkin decides to retire in the next couple of seasons. He provided leadership of Jordan Kyrou, who's 28 years old. He's getting ready to play his first season with the Capitals. He signed a 4-year deal to be with Washington. Alex Tuck, he's 30 years old. He signed an 8-year deal to be with the Capitals after spending a few seasons in Buffalo, including when Buffalo won the Atlantic Division last season. And so now he's going to provide his leadership and mentorship to the young players. Boone Jenner, he's 33 years old. He played 4 seasons in Columbus. He's going to come to the Capitals, and he's signed a 4-year deal. And then Tom Wilson, he's 32 years old, He is going to play in his third season of his 7-year contract. He's got 5 years left on his deal. That leadership is so big. The mentorship is so big for this team to take a step in the right direction. And those guys have a great opportunity to mentor the young players who are already on the team. Like Alexei Protas, he's 25 years old. Ethan Frank, he's 28 years old. He's a fine young player. He's going to grow and develop really quickly. And if the veteran players decide to end their careers, he's going to be there. He's got a chance to lead the team in a positive direction. And then you also talk about Mark Faravari. He's 26 years old, and he definitely could take a step in the right direction as well. But then it will give those young guys the opportunity to teach the players who came up in the draft, like centerman Oliver Suvanto, who the Capitals selected in the first round with the 18th pick. They also got, in the fourth round, Tyus Sparks. He's also a centerman. In the fifth round, Brian McFadden. He's a defenseman. He's 18 years old, the same age as Sparks. And then in the seventh round, they've got another centerman. His name is Logan Stewart, and he is also 18 years old. So that's a great opportunity, not just for the veterans who are already there on that hockey team to teach them, but it's a great opportunity for the young guys who are already on the team to mentor the draft picks. And so that is huge. So that is huge, to pass down all of your wisdom to the next generation of hockey players that can use that wisdom to tell other players that come up through not just this organization, but through hockey players around the world who have dreamed about playing the game their whole lives. So mentorship is definitely huge to have in sports. And Alexander Ovechkin certainly has that. And I believe the Washington Capitals are taking a step in the right direction. They are going to be competitive in the Eastern Conference for this next season. And I think when they have their mentorship, their leaders along the way, those young guys are going to continue to learn, and they're going to get better and better and better. And the Washington Capitals are going to be scary here in the next few seasons. So watch out, NHL teams, because the Capitals have a bright future ahead of them. And with that security blanket in place, it is definitely going to be great for this hockey team. When we come back to the Good Sports Podcast, we're going to close out our show by talking about the character traits that you can use in your businesses, your communities, your families, and your neighborhoods. This is the Good Sports Podcast. My name is Brady Masters, aka B-Man, and we will be back to wrap the show up after this.